had a friend pass away recently. She had the most extraordinary doll collection you have ever seen. It was unbelievable. It was so many more dolls than any person really needs. Thousands of Barbies. And she was putting clothing on them and making them look nice. She had plans to sell them, some of them, I guess. By the time she passed away, I'm pretty sure she hadn't parted with any of them. Think about that. She had told me something that I thought was really interesting. She said, I know I don't have that much time left. And I couldn't believe it because right standing in front of you, here's this person who's alive, and you don't imagine that they're really going anywhere, that they're really going to not be with us at some point. But she knew. She knew. She said, I just don't feel like my body has that much time left. And she said, I'm just going to do what I want to do. She goes, and I want to play with my dolls. She said, I want to, buy them things and fix them up and rescue them from yard sales and take care of them. While that's not my interest in dolls, I don't want to have a ton of dolls. I just really wanted a couple of beautiful dolls that I could make clothing for because I like to do things with my hands. I feel successful if I'm doing something. I've owned a couple of different businesses and they got by. They did okay. They made some money for me. But in the long run, I didn't want to do that anymore. So right now I'm floundering a little bit. I have a job lined up to start soon. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do what I want to do. So I asked for this gift for Mother's Day. I just wanted this little doll because she has the sweetest little face. I want to make some clothing for her because I make miniatures on my channel and I share them with you. And I hope you enjoy that. And if you don't, there's lots of other places to be. So that's something that I do here. And once in a while, I make pottery that's tiny, which also is really fun to show the dolls with the pottery. And I don't sell anything anymore. It's just right now, I'm just in a phase between jobs where I'm just doing what I want to do. So this dress I made last spring for a full-size fashion doll. I have some cheap dolls, I've shown them before, that I got from China, and they were about maybe $3 a piece, but their knees bend, their hands articulate, their elbows bend. They're quite impressive, actually, for a very affordable doll. I'm sure, they're mass produced, but the design is incredible. This doll also came over from China. She is a Landazz Landoudou. I don't even know how you're supposed to say it, but it's Landoudou. She has a carry wig. I bought a wig to go with this character, which I'll put on here in a moment for you to see. It is a beautiful pinkish blonde mohair wig, and it's just absolutely the softest thing. I bought a pair of boots, which I will also show you. The boots have even tiny metal grommets around each hole where they are laced. I don't even know where you get grommets that small because I would love to be a person who makes tiny boots if it wouldn't drive me completely bananas. But why make them when you can buy them for $30? It would take me so much time to become this level of expert at making boots. Why do it? I guess at some point maybe it makes sense, but I think I'll focus on just making the dresses and maybe a purse here and there or some other accessory. I'll buy the things that are just too labor intensive. I don't want to make wigs. When I made that cat, I did that live stream and I made the little wire cat form and I glued fur on it. That was a nightmare. It was a nightmare gluing that on there. So look, people sell adorable little animals you can get to go with your dolls. You can get them on Etsy. Maybe I should specialize. I think in my life, if I'd specialized more, I think things would have been so much better. I could have gotten really good at one thing instead of so good at every single thing. I don't know. I don't really regret learning to crochet, quilt, make pottery, paint, draw, and sculpt. I'm sure there's more embroidery. That's what I mean. I didn't do needlepoint. I don't even know what needlepoint is. Let's be real. Isn't she adorable? She has these little chubby cheeks, and clearly an artist has painted on her face makeup. She's got real glass eyes. I guess they're glass. They look like glass. They're glass or acrylic, right? They look realistic. These adorable little hands. The hands you can switch out for other hands, but I don't know how to do it without breaking them. So if you're a doll person and you know how you take these hands out, I can see that when I pull it, she's on an elastic strap. And if you open up her head, I think I showed you the inside of the head there. She's got a hook there that holds all the elastic that runs through her limbs. It holds on the it holds the tension on the legs and the elbows and everything. The elastic runs through her in the way veins run through a human body. So I'm not sure if you have to loosen that elastic to get the hands loose. But I think maybe if I take something to replace that, I'm too scared. I'm too scared to take those out. Let me know what to do. I'll try and Google it later. But if you know, please give me advice on this subject. I just think she's adorable. I have so far not made anything for her yet, although I did show her off with some pottery in a recent short. And I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed just the calming process of just watching me put her together. And you have to make sure when you order these. I got it from AliExpress, which is a Chinese, it's kind of like the Amazon of like China. People who manufacture things will often buy things from AliExpress because you can get parts instead of getting like a whole finished product. So you have to be sure that you buy the head and the body together so that you get the same color scheme of the same kind of plastic is used for the head and the body. And then you have to pick what kind of hair you want on this doll. And I guess you can order as many as they have. It would be so cool to be able to order a ton of them and put them together in different styles and then sell them at a toy store. But I realize that I have found out that the idea of businesses is way more fun than doing businesses. When I work again, I want to be paid hourly. I just want to go in. I want to do my job. I don't want to think too much about it after I leave at the end of the day and let somebody else worry about whether or not the expenses are going to not exceed the income of the business. That I don't want that to be part of my department. I've done that. And now I really respect hourly work so much. And in that, I don't feel so much less pressure as an hourly worker. So anyway, that's what I'm doing with my life. And this is my treasured little object that that has really no point. Essentially, it's like a tchotchke. I'm a grown up and I wanted a doll. And so I just said, okay, just like my friend, look, I'm just going to do this because if that gives me joy, it gives me joy. If it's weird, who cares? We need weird people. Okay. We're nice. We're happy. I like to make my environment beautiful. She's really cute. Looking at her little face makes me happy. And that's enough. And I hope that whatever you do, whatever in your life makes you happy, I hope that you just choose those things and go, don't worry what other people think. I mean, assuming it's not illegal or wrong, you know, do what makes you happy. Surround yourself with beauty. It makes the world a better place if you're happy.